Chris, the Dating Doc, and I'm going to talk about time wasters. A lot of us, when we go through dating, right? Let's say we go through a dry spell. For example, men, let's say you're on an app or you're out and about, especially after this post-COVID-19 type of dating, you go through a dry spell. You just, all of a sudden you get one person that you connect with and you think she's halfway good looking, start chatting it up. And then you realize that maybe she's not making as much time to try to see you. She's not responding as much, but because she's that only point of contact that you have, that little one-itis that you're getting, you decide that you're going to keep wasting your time, right? But in reality, okay, if you actually pay attention to the vibes when it comes to dating, there's other women out there that are waiting to meet you, but you waste your time with this one person, even though they're not making time for you. So this is what I'm going to talk about for both men and women, time wasters. So I'm going to give you some examples here on how I cut it so I'm saving time when it comes to my own dating life. For example, here's some immediate turnoffs that I will not tolerate, and I'm not going to waste any more minutes, hours, months of my time with. So, for example, if a woman, I hate to say this, but this is my own preference, okay? I hate to say it because I know now I got to deal with the fallout if someone responds. I don't like chest tattoos, okay? If a woman has these chest tattoo, it's just unattractive to me. It's a turnoff. If she smokes, I don't deal with that. It doesn't matter how intelligent she is, how much of a soulmate she could be for me. If she smokes, I'm worried about what her clothes are going to smell like if we live together. I'm worried about what her kisses are going to taste like if she smokes, okay? This is my prerogative, and I have just as much freedom to be able to practice that as much as y'all want to cancel people if you're offended. Anyways, now some things that may take a little bit longer than the immediate ones, they may take a week or two, would be if all of a sudden I see that she's a dry texter. If all her messages are good morning, good afternoon, how are you doing? And there's no there's no exchange of memes. Hey, how's your day? And then turning around what I explained about my day and then following up the next day, telling them more about themselves and vice versa. If they're a dry texter, I might as well be talking to a bot, right? Like there's no reason for me to keep that going. So that's something that may take some time, but I'm gonna cut it. Another thing is if they forget stories that I told them recently, right? Like if I said, yeah, I went to that one sushi place Wednesday, and then all of a sudden, a couple days later, they say something like, hey, my friend told me about this good sushi place called such and such. Have you ever been? I'll say, hold up, that's the place that I told you about. You can't keep up with your dudes, or you got short-term memory. If you're that forgetful, do I really want you as a partner? Or you just can't manage your dudes, right? You're working 5 or 10 text messages at a time. And to me, that's just a turnoff. Now, granted, there's outliers. There's going to be some times where, like, let's say they went through the death of a family member. Then I'm going to understand why they might be forgetful. But if there's really no valid excuse, nope, get out of here. Get out of my little sphere of time that I've put into dating. So why is this important? It's important because as simple as advice as it may seem, you still have men and women that will hang out with each other because of the way they look, or maybe because they got that first kiss in, but then weeks later it's back to dry texting, right? You don't want to waste your time, okay? You got 24 hours in a day. You can't get that time back. This whole notion of make up for lost time. Time is lost and time is lost. Like, you can gain weight, you can lose weight, you can gain money, lose money. But when it comes to time, you lose it. So why would you waste your most precious commodity, which is time, just because, again, you get a little bit of attention? So what I would do is, one way to practice this is have like a mental threshold of what you're willing to take on the immediate side, and as well as what takes a little bit longer. So for example, if a woman has a chest tattoo, okay, if I see that in a picture, that's taking 5 seconds for me, right? If I see that on an online dating profile, or if she sends me a picture and I meet her in person, but all of a sudden she sends me a picture that exposes that chest tattoo, which is an immediate turnoff, I've maybe wasted a day or two, realistically, totally maybe 5 minutes of texting because I got that picture at the 5-minute mark, right? And all I'm gonna say is, hey, I wish you good luck. You know, I'll be honest, I just can't do chest tattoos. Okay, she can be all offended all she wants, but guess what? You're being honest with her. Okay, they'll appreciate that. Another thing, if I see they smoke on an online dating profile, I'm not gonna waste any time. Matter of fact, that'll probably be part of my search, is to not look for smoking. If you want kids, why would you talk to someone who you're attracted to and et cetera, who doesn't want kids? Why would you do that? Okay, and you'd be surprised. I have a lot of clients that keep making the same mistakes, very simple mistakes. Another thing is, if you're looking at more of the ones that take a week or two, then tell yourself, set a timer in your head. I met this woman Wednesday. By next Wednesday, she better have that enthusiasm where we're, you know, if I'm giving her that funny, flirty, masculine type of conversation, I'm not overly bugging her, and she's not giving back almost none of that, then by the week mark, no later than that week mark, get rid of them. There is no reason to keep them around. There really isn't. Okay, same thing goes for a woman talking to a man. If the man is a dry texter, if you try to have this thing going on where you're gonna go to jazz night on Friday and Thursday, he's like, I don't know yet, I don't know yet, I don't know yet, and this was the dude that you've been trying to get his attention, cut him. There is no reason to do that. Just make a mental flow chart. Matter of fact, if you meet someone you kind of like, you go on your phone, right? I'm not gonna say the name because it's gonna restart my video, but you say it and say, hey, set a 1 week timer. And then after that, if they don't meet that standard, do not waste your time. And just like the first point that I made at the beginning of the video, try to prevent one-itis. Just because they're the only person you're talking to, if they don't meet your threshold, if time is not equaling a value, cut them, okay? That's all you got to do. So, apologize, my dog in the background. I got to get my dog, but if you enjoyed this, comment below. Let me know what kind of other thresholds, what other things people need to look out for, or maybe tell me your turnoffs. Tell me things that are immediate turnoffs so you don't waste your time, okay? This is all about learning. This is Chris, the Dating Doc, signing out. Peace.